It is my pleasure to introduce our sponsor for the whole event tonight, and it's Kevin Parikh, who is the chairman, CEO of Avasant. He's also an author and a philanthropist, and someone who is a thought leader into where technology is taking us. We had a wonderful, just now had a wonderful discussion, and it's going to take a combination of science and technology and leadership, quite frankly, to get us past this point, but to the future. And Kevin, welcome, and thank you so much for sponsoring our event tonight. And I know you have some thoughts on, where we're going, what's the next set of disruptions that not that we need it. We need a calm year, Kevin. Can we have a 2021 be a calm year and get past 2020? So anyway, Kevin, thank you so much. And I'll turn it over to you to give us some insights, what you're thinking about.
Well, thank you, Jim, and what a pleasure to be here this evening. And I'm glad we could do this in a virtual way. We've enjoyed affiliations with Innovate for some time, and especially now, Innovate at UCLA to be able to sponsor this event is wonderful. I wanted to talk for a minute about innovation and why, in some ways, we can go to the next slide. Why, in some ways, it's so critical, especially now. Next slide, please. Adversity is actually a requirement for innovation. And I think when we hear about Guy Kawasaki's story, it is never more obvious than today that we actually are going to come through this, because that adversity is going to drive not only new solutions for the coronavirus, but also new ways for us to plan for those problems in the future. This coronavirus has triggered cost reduction strategies across the globe and digital transformation. We see today two of three companies globally are pursuing some type of cost reduction, and huge investments in digital transformation that go far beyond just getting ourselves on Zoom and getting ourselves in these video conversations. The coronavirus is the new chief transformation officer, and it is driving innovation, and it's making the work that we do today even more exciting. Of course, there's a tremendous human toll on this, and none of us like to be here virtually. We're all concerned about the impact. But what I want to try to do is present, as we prepare for our presentation from Guy Kawasaki, a little bit of silver lining. Can we go to the next slide? So if you consider that there are two ways to get from point A to point B, we have a legacy approach on the left, and that vehicle will get you there. And we have a transformational vehicle on the right, and that vehicle is going to get you there. But what we need today in this disruptive technology on the right is technology-led innovation that will solve not only the problems with the coronavirus, but also help us solve the other grand challenges. Supporting a clean environment, equality, eliminating poverty, and many of the other sustainable development goals that we have for our world. So I'm very, very hopeful. This is the silver lining of the coronavirus. It has accelerated digital innovation, and it's propelling us into a new and faster age of imagination and productivity. So with that, Jim, I'll hand it back to you, and thank you so much for this opportunity to speak to you all.
And thank you, Kevin, and thank you, and for our audience, Kevin's book, Digital Singularity, is a book I highly recommend, and he's offering it up to those who attend and answer our survey. So hopefully you'll do that. Kevin, thank you. Thank you to Avasant for sponsoring us, and thank you for your words of wisdom.